Good morning. Hi, friends. It's been a while, hasn't it? Got my little puppy dog cup, my coffee. Yeah, it has seriously been some serious time since we've been in this mess. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't want to go on and on and on for hours on end, so we're just going to get straight to it, okay? I'm coming back for 2021. This is going to be a good year to be in the garden. And hopefully we make a lot of new friends along the way. This season, this channel is going to be garden, garden, garden. Maybe a little bit of pets, a little bit of, stuff. We're gonna build some fences. We're gonna build some raised beds. We're going to really clean up. Let's be honest. We're really gonna clean up this entire yard. And y'all are coming along. Y'all are coming along for the ride. So, man, we got a structure here we got to build for a fruit cage. I'm thinking about getting another one of these, so I have two. And over on the side of the house over here, I'm thinking about building a whole new chicken pen, where it's a lot larger. The chickens, the ducks, everybody can kind of just take up the whole side of the yard over here, all to themselves. A big caged-in area, just a lot of room to move around and that kind of stuff. Plus, it puts the chickens right next to the garden. So the compost, everything's all right here, located next to the garden. I won't have to carry it across the yard. So that's definitely something that might do later on in the year. Yeah, there's so much going on, y'all. So without further ado, let me take another sip. Let's give you a little tour of the garden and what's currently going on, shall we? All right, so let's start off over here. From right to left, of course, you see there is our shed, which is getting a new roof and some new paint, and some things are going to change with it this year, hopefully. And then, of course, right dead center is the chicken run and coop, and the old tree that needs to be trimmed up. And then to the left of that, you see all those barrels. I got to figure out what to do. Probably going to make a ton of raised beds. There's also a plan to make a chicken feeder and a chicken waterer as well. And then on the ground, just in front of those, of course, is a huge, huge pile of compost. This is stuff that has come out of the chicken coop, and there's like twice that left in there, if not more. But that's all got to be sifted, and that's going to go into the garden. But we got to, I'm not going to have enough. I got a lot of that. I'm creating a lot. So we're going to have to build some compost bins or something to hold it and house it so it's not sitting on a tarp. Because that's just ridiculous, Taking up a lot of space and just looks, well, gross. And then next to that, way in the back behind that ugly, ugly tree that needs some work, is all my firewood. And that firewood is right now up against the fence line, but it can't stay there. I need to split it. I need to stack it properly. I need to put it somewhere dry so then I can burn it next year or throughout the fall. Right now that is just drenched. It's wet. It's been out in the elements, and we don't, let's be honest. We don't need it to rot. So we're going to have to build some sort of structure to house it and to keep it dry. And then a little further to the right is some tires. Well, let's be honest. There's a bunch of tires there. Now, eventually, that area behind those tires is going to be the secret garden. We're going to have this little kind of place that's calm and quiet and collected, and it's going to be really sweet, really nice. However, at this point in time, that is not on the shopping list. But those tires, now those tires could come in handy. It's still up in the air at the moment, but we are seriously thinking about cutting both side walls out of the tires, putting them on the ground, filling them full of compost, putting wood chips around them, and making ourselves some raised beds in our garden. That is definitely what we're thinking this year. That would be nice. And then up against the fence in the very back are a couple of panels, old fence panels of cedar wood. Those, we're gonna have to break those down because we're gonna use that cedar wood to clad the barrels that we still need to get done. We have a lot of stuff to do, and man, we just gotta stop talking and get some of it done. But yep, that's gotta get done. And the poor pear tree. As you can see, laying on the ground is a big branch, a big pear branch. You know, we lost a really big branch this year, and a lot of suckers. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. So we're gonna have to get in there and trim that up and make it look a little bit more happy. It's getting old, you guys. It's really getting old. And of course, the trampoline. Well, the top is not on the trampoline. We're gonna have to go through it and clean out the inside because the kids have been having a little bit of fun. Rake some of the wood chips level and get the trampoline put back on. Probably, I'm gonna say, at least another month or so. The snow has got to be long gone before we end up doing that because we don't want to lose our trampoline. All right, which brings me to this mess. So right there in the middle of the screen on the ground is a bunch of landscaping cloth. I bought this big roll of landscaping cloth last spring, thinking, yeah, you know what, this is going to work out good. This is going to be good stuff. This will help keep the weeds down, and it's just going to be fantastic. We're definitely going to have to do this. It didn't work. And the reason I say it didn't work is because the water pooled up on top. It didn't let the rain and that kind of stuff saturate, or even what came out of the sprinkler saturate into the ground. And I ended up having to water even more than I was watering before. And not to mention, it just was an eyesore. So I don't think landscape cloth is gonna be in the garden this year. Nope, don't think it's gonna be in the garden this year. So in a nutshell, that's basically the garden this year. The front yard, not even gonna worry about it this year. A little bit of maintenance, a little bit of something here, a little something there. Maybe a couple extra little evergreen bushes or something, which I'll show you in a later video. We'll do a little walkthrough through the front yard. But for the most part, it is what it is, and it's gonna stay in place. There's no real reason to do a whole lot there when back here is where it really needs attention. So yeah, we're gonna spend most of our time here this year, getting the garden prepped, getting it ready. Okay, so this is basically what I'm thinking. We're gonna go from the fence line over there to here where the gate's at. I'll just pan it a little bit. So you got the gate here on this side. I'm gonna add one more barrel to kind of curve the corner of this raised bed so it curves a little bit. And then I'm gonna have an opening here, and this opening is gonna let us into the fruit cage area where we're gonna stand this metal frame that I have, and it'll stand there against the fence line, probably about a foot and a half away from the fence itself. And that'll be where the fruit cage sits, is in that space. And then further down here, where that pile of wood is, that will be where the new chicken coop and chicken run is gonna be, is on the side of the house over there. That's the plan. That's what I'm thinking. Which would leave all of this space in here for the garden. I gotta be able to get a wheelbarrow through because I want to be able to move soil or move wood chips or move what I want to be able to get through with a wheelbarrow. Seriously, there's just so much to do, but I gotta do it. Man, how many times have I done a video I just talked about what I'm gonna do and then never actually done it? Come on, Babs. How many videos? Oh, wait, while you count. Too many. Well, I gotta get to work. I don't want to get to work. I hate working. I hate working. Oh. Well, maybe next week. And until next week, bye for now, y'all. Stick around. It's going to be a fun year. We got a lot to do.